Um, Now we're Rusviet Patriotic. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're the strongest combination on the board. Saxy Militant. Just Patriotic is not my favorite board. Okay, Tagawa Mechanical. Let's consult our tier list here. Tagawa Mechanical we've got down at D. Saxony Militant we have at B. And Rusviet Patriotic we have as S. 14th out of everyone, yes. Sorry, yeah. I've been as high as 4th. But the players at the very top have figured out how to exploit the elo system. They like create alternate accounts and forfeit games to themselves and stuff. So you got to shave at least 2 or 3 players off the top, maybe more. Can't really know. So ranking isn't everything. Time to watch that 3-minute Sax Militant. What do you even do with Patriotic? So Tagawa's moving out there. Mechanical's a hard board for Tagawa because you want to get enlist, but you need 5 workers to produce into enlist, and you start with no power, and how do you get the power if you don't enlist? Oh, that explains why player 548973 destroyed me the other day. Oh, what explains it? What happened? I was actually... Cool, man. Yeah, my local group in real life has not played in a very long time. Yeah, I don't know why some people are just named like player with a big long number after it. I don't know if that's a thing. If I mean, why would you do that? I'm not really sure. Let's see here. No. I think I'm gonna go 5 workers in this game. Feel like I recognize this Saxony militant strat. I think it's my strategy so far, actually. My opening. You move your workers up here and your character here. You produce. Trade for a metal and a food, and then you produce again. You gonna produce again, Caitlin? Edits another produce. Yep. If it's my strat, you move 2 workers over to here next and deploy a mech, speed mech on the village. So we'll see if that's what happens. Going with a 5 worker strategy, so we have our metal, the river walk on this village. The online game is exactly the same as the tabletop version, Hypnotic Poker. except for a few things. There's a glitch or two, like you can complete Foundations of the Empire if you have 6 units on your home base, and you shouldn't be able to. If your character is moving to the factory for the first time, you cannot move your character through the factory. So if I had my character here and I had Township and Speed, I couldn't go 1, 2. But I've only ever run into one situation ever where I wanted to move through the factory. It wouldn't let me with a character. Once you have a factory card, you can, but this is definitely my strategy. The mech's going right there. You should consider putting your time zone in your description for newcomers so international peeps know rough when you might play. That would be a good idea. Sometimes I stream in the middle of the day where I am, but mostly it's in the evening. I have kids and a family and stuff, and I haven't been able to establish like a consistent routine for when I stream. I really wish I could. I wish I could just put on the site streaming these times every time. But I can put my time zone in the description. All right, here's the enlist. You're gonna be nice and funnel some combat cards over to Saxony. That opening looks familiar. Question mark? Darth Squeaker, 11-hour difference. Where are you at, Darth Squeaker? Where do you hail from? All right, what are we doing here? We're moving to this, moving up here, right? We don't need the food. Either that or that. So let's think about this real quick. This doesn't help us, right? Because we have to produce 3 times to get to 12 food with 4 workers. So if we get that in list, we still have to produce 3 times. Right? If we produce 3 times, it's going to give us enough for a mech. Not gonna do it. Well, I usually like to go for the deploy enlist, but I'm Rusviet in this case, so. GMT 8. Oh, where is GMT 8? That puts you like... I'm so bad with UTC. Does that put you in like Ran or... No, that's like Eastern Europe, right? Because Germany's like... No, Germany's like 6 hours ahead of where I am, so Germany's like GMT 3. Singapore. That's awesome, man. Other side of the world. East Asia. Like I said, I'm bad with the time zones. Yeah, I know Singapore. Just not good with the time zone. Oh. Saxony messed up the opening. Should have put the mech on the village. But if it's the speed mech, it doesn't matter. It can go grab it and bring him back. Oh, but oops. Because see, in this opening, what you want to do is you want to put the mech on the village and then move 3 workers over with the mech. So you get 6 workers here. And then, yikes, and then move the character to here. Yeah, screwed that up. But Ronin, Tagawa's not coming for our medal. Yeah, Saxony messed up. Sure do miss the take backs of in-person gaming. Yeah, that's true. Digital edition's pretty heartless if you get halfway through your move and realize you did it wrong. Is anyone going to upgrade? Is anyone going to build a building? No. Nobody is on either account. So, do this. My fault if she does badly. It's skill if she does well. It sounds right. Okay. So you see what we've done here. We brought 4 workers to this farm right here. And what that means is after 3 producing lists, we're looking at enough food for our last producing list. So we're going to build a mech this next turn. And then probably trade for some oil here. Move 3 workers here, 2 workers here. Reduce, get enough metal for our 3rd mech because we've done the upgrade. And then we will we'll have to trade 2 metal to get the last mech, basically. And we are going to have to get the power star because our objectives are terrible. America. What do we got here, Saxony? Ooh, you get bailed out by the encounter. 1 metal short, but there it is. Right there. Or there. I mean, you probably should have gone with the 2 pop. Because you don't need the popularity. I guess she wanted the food. So now Tagawa has locked down the board. The trap token on the factory and a trap token on this village. So to get on the board, we've got to go through traps. It's kind of inevitable. We're down by 5. Don't have much of a coin advantage, unfortunately. And Tagawa picked up a good factory card. Nothing good in there. I guess Tagawa just taking that factory card so I don't get it, probably. So we're going to make 2 more mechs. But we're just going to produce once more. So we'll have to go out of our way 1 turn. So we're going to trade for some oil, right? Next turn we're going to move. Move 3 workers here, 1 here. So we'll have 3 and 2. Move the character down here and grab this encounter. Spin this oil, which will give us a power. We'll go to 8. We'll produce, which will put us back at 7. We'll bolster, build our 3rd mech. That'll put us at 10 power. We'll trade for 2 metal. Bolster, put us at 13 power, and then we'll take an extra bolster for the power star. And that way we don't have to stockpile for the winter, which is terrible, or become a despised warmonger. It's gonna take us a while to end this game. Patriotic is not a fast Rusviet board. Do it. Nobi. No upgraded move. Guess Saxony's not going to the factory. Saxony gonna do some spreading out. We need this game to last longer. There is a faster path to go with Rusviet, but it just doesn't get nearly as many coins, and it doesn't get nearly as much spread. Oh my gosh, Saxony's at 3 stars. We're about to pick up 2 though. Not this turn, but the next turn. We don't need the combat cards, and we actually don't need the power either. Do we need an upgrade? Yes, the upgrade will save us a turn. We don't need the food, but the upgrade saves us a turn. We're not going to need this because we're not going to produce more than one more time. We don't need this. We've got 3 5s. We've got incredible combat cards. We're not going to use this. We're just going to move. So let's do this just in case we need it. So with that upgrade, now we can produce, get our last enlist, and then go ahead and do 3 bolsters in a row and 2 deploys. Downside of this approach is that we just need nobody to end the game because we can't move out until we have the power star and attack anybody. What's Saxony gonna do? Saxony's enlisting. Oh my gosh, this game could be over quickly. That get me any closer? Yeah, I'm within 2. Not much, it's not very illusory though. That encounter really helped us. It's gonna save us a turn. Going to save us a coin. So we'll go township next. That was interesting. Saxony move in on the factory. Good chance there's a coin trap there. Sax needs 1 more food. Get that last enlist. Oh, coin trap! Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I mean, they lost a territory. They picked up 3, so that's a net gain of 2 territories, but then lost 4 coins. So all they'll get out of this turn is 3 more coins for the star, functionally. Ooh, but Tagawa went all out. Oh, oh. Oh no. Does Tagawa have Shinobi? No. Oh my gosh, that helped us. I mean, I guess it helped Tagawa too, right? I was sitting on 2 power now. Now Russ is coming for me. You better believe it. Better believe I'm coming for you. We're actually winning now. I was going to give the factory up. Try to keep from giving Saxony combats. I was hoping you didn't have a 5. But he did. Did indeed have a 5. We're so glad he did. Patriotic. Russ is just so slow. Oh. Guys, I dumbed out. This is not beloved pacifist. This is despised warmonger. We've got it. Right now. It's gonna be hard for anyone to stop us in this game now. Saxony has 0 power. Can end this in probably 2 turns. Where else to attack? Yeah, it's hard playing with Saxony in this game. You have to go after Tagawa, basically. You don't have a choice. I haven't left my peninsula except to come up here. I think that's game. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to move to this, I'm going to move to the factory. What I'll probably do is, now we're Rust food. All right, let's see. Let's count this out. I want a mech and 2 workers here, a mech and 2 workers here, and a mech and 1 worker here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll leave 2 here. I'll talk about why I want that in a minute. So now we're in a position where we can attack Saxony in 4 different places. Saxony cannot move this turn, which means we're guaranteed to pick up 2 stars next turn. Because the guy was at 59 in tier 2 popularity. So if Saxony could end the game this turn, that'd be scary, but they can't move, so they can't pick up combats. So this is GG. Let me double check the score, make sure no one's jumped up. This is game. Saxony can put up 5 each spot, but they have disarm. I don't feel like doing the math, so I'm going to attack them with People's Army in both places, even though I don't really have to. I was saving that trap for him. Lol. Right. One more star. Side note, anytime you're finishing the game, just get in the habit of throwing the minimum of power you need to win and combat cards if possible. And the reason for that is power is the second tiebreaker. So if you know for a fact that you can win without throwing power or without throwing much power, save the power just in case you've done some math wrong and it comes down to a tie. Right, guys. That was Rusviet Patriotic in 17 turns. Not the fastest mat, not the fastest game, but we got it done.